a beautiful day here on the farm. It's warm, it's about 95 degrees, but today I'm gonna show you 5 easy steps you can do to make your life easier whenever you are lifting plastic mulch. I'm not sure if you guys remember last year whenever we did this job, this project, it was a pain. I legit hated my life for 3 days by the time we lifted all this plastic mulch. Ever since then, I've been looking into it, doing a lot of research, talking to a lot of growers, and I think I did it. I figured out the best and fastest way to lift up this plastic mulch. And today I'm gonna show you guys 5 little tricks you guys can do to make your life easier whenever lifting plastic mulch. First thing is first, you need the proper equipment. We got a tractor here, and this is the most important thing here, is a plastic mulch lifter, which I had last year, but I've changed things around. Last year with this, I had these discs out more because I think this is a 5-foot plastic, so I need to put 5 foot. I moved it out to the length of the bed. We have 32-inch raised beds here, so adjusting your equipment properly makes your life a whole lot easier. So it's 32 inch from this edge here to this edge here, so that's what I did here, readjusted those. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys whenever I get done with this row how the back of this thing works. But yeah, make sure your equipment is set up properly. So the second way you can make your life easier lifting plastic mulch is make sure you mow down the crop you have to it's just above the plastic. So here we have the strawberries here, and whenever strawberry season got done for, I came through here and mowed it with just a regular brush hog. And look at this, there's a few inches here left. These are old dead strawberry plants, so make sure you mow it properly. Last year I left them too tall and the plants just got stuck to the plastic. But this year, if you mow it properly, these plants should just come up out of these holes and slide out of there easy. So make sure you mow down all of the plants so your plastic is pretty much clean. For example, this plant right here is a little too big, even though it's a little small and dead now. But if all the plants are like that, it would be a big pain. But yeah, make sure, as you can see here, there's a lot more plastic than plants. Even though the plants are still here, we mowed them down real close. So make sure you mow down your plants properly, so where there's more plastic showing than plants. After you get done mowing the crop down, the plastic is still in place, make sure you kill off everything that's living out here. So what I did after we got done mowing, I came through here with a contact herbicide and just burnt everything that was out here. So I did a burn down of all the plants here. So the reason you want to do that, if there's any green foliage or any green living thing on this plastic, that green living root system or the green living plant is going to want to get stuck to the plastic, and then you will not be able to lift it up. So make sure you kill off or you burn off anything that's green so that your entire field is brown. So whenever the entire field is brown, that means everything living is dead. So you can see here, we have no living strawberry plants. All the strawberry plants are dead here. They're just burnt to a crisp. And thankfully this year is really hot and dry, so it really helped out. There's a little bit of green, some horse nettle coming through here because I waited a little too long after doing this. But as you can see here, all of the strawberry plants are dead. There's nothing living out here. If there was any green growth on this plastic, it would give you a time of your life. Make sure everything is just dead, burnt, and nothing living. So the fourth thing that I did to make lifting plastic mulch easier is after I mowed it, after I burnt it off with a contact herbicide, then I waited. So today is the first week of August, and strawberry season was over on June 17th. About June 20th or June 25th, I came through here and mowed it and sprayed it, and it's been a month and a half since I've stepped foot back in the strawberry field. And thankfully it's been super dry here in South Missouri. I was complaining about the dryness we had, but it actually worked out pretty good here in the strawberry field. And since it's dry, these plants crisped up nicely and everything was dead. We didn't have much rain, so there wasn't any moisture for anything else to grow. So the longer it stayed empty out here, burnt off and dead, the easier and the faster the plants deteriorated. And you can see here, I was showing you guys earlier, these plants are very crisp. There's not much to it. You can just come through here and brush it off. and this entire plant is dry. Everything is dry here, everything's dead. So after you get done spraying it and killing it off, just wait and just sit there and make sure everything is burnt to a crisp, and just make sure that it's dead enough. If I was trying to do this when it was still green, it would just have been a pain. So just wait until that herbicide actually gets in good contact with the plants, and just make sure everything's dead and brown. But yeah, the biggest thing is just waiting. I was gonna do this back in June, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait. We got busy with the farm, with farmers markets, picking produce and tomatoes and all kinds of fruit. So waiting is the best way to do it. I just came through and lifted this row here, and look how easy it's coming up. Look at this, look how loose this is. So we're gonna come through here next week on Monday. We have the wrapper behind the tractor, and wrapping it's gonna be super easy, just because look at it, look how loose it is. This is right behind the lifter. So this is why I want all those plants dead. There's nothing attached, legit nothing attached to this plastic no more. You can see all the holes where the strawberries were. So yeah, comes up super easy. So this is what you want to see behind a plastic mulch lifter. It's just everything's coming up nicely. Here's an example of a plant that got stuck to the plastic. Never mind, that plant went through. I'm trying to find an example where the plants are getting stuck to the plastic, but it seems like they're all coming out. But last year, all the plants were stuck between the root system underneath with dirt and the plants on top. So that's why we had such a hard time. But this year, as you can see here, everything's coming up. It's gonna be real easy to lift this up. And for the fifth thing that I did that made lifting plastic super easy is whenever we laid out this plastic mulch back in the fall last season, I remember telling you guys to you know, get good coverage so the plastic won't blow away. But you can see here this past season we really didn't cover too much. You know, there's a couple inches of dirt here on the side, and it's not super tall. You can see here I can already start lifting this without having the layer. So whenever you are laying your plastic, don't put too much dirt. Last year, or in 2021, whenever we laid plastic, no, in 2020, whenever we laid plastic for the 2021 season, I had a lot of pressure down on my disc, covering this, and I had dirt up to here. So then it was real hard for the lifter to lift up all that dirt off it. So this past season, I didn't put too much pressure down. So there's a good, you know, like on this row here, there's a good, you know, 5 inches of dirt there. But the lifter now doesn't have too much struggle lifting this up here. So I'm gonna show you guys here on the lifter where it's not struggling to get the dirt off it. So as you can see here, there's a couple inches of dirt there. So whenever the lifter comes, that shank goes underneath there. It just lifts up nicely. And then you can see here behind the lifter, it's super loose. Look at that, it's coming up nicely. So I've struggled in years past with lifting plastic mulch, but this past season, I say I've done pretty good for myself, learning the tricks of the trade. And now I can say that lifting plastic mulch isn't half bad. Everything's going properly. I remember I was just so frustrated last season just because I was having the time of my life. But now it's coming up very nice. And this is what you don't want to do here, is get the brush hog stuck in the plastic. I've done it a couple times, but that just causes less plastic to lift up, and it makes it a little harder. But if you can mow down the strawberry plants without touching the plastic, that is ideal and perfect. But you can see here, it is coming up nicely. Got the full bed there, the shanks are underneath it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how this works here. So it has these teeth that comes part of the shank, and it lifts. The dirt falls through there and the plastic remains. That's why it's so loose and nice. So yeah, I'm gonna jump back to the tractor here and hopefully finish these 10 rows before too long. I got started lifting up the first block there around 10 o'clock this morning. It's around 4:30, and I'm almost done with 4 acres of strawberries. So it's going real nice. Last year it took me 3 days just to lift it all, and it took me another, I don't know how many days to wind up all the plastic. Hopefully the boys come in on Monday and finish wrapping it all up with the Mulch winder, and we'll get the disc out here and get ready for strawberry planting 2022 for the 2023 season. just like that, in a couple hours here, or a whole afternoon, got done lifting up plastic mulch like I mentioned. Those are the secrets to making it go real easy, real fast, and hopefully the winding on Monday goes pretty quick. I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride there, and hopefully it turns out pretty good. So this is gonna be it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out FarmerDreSupply.com. That's where you're able to find all your gardening and greenhouse needs. Farmer Dre Supply, link is down in the description box below. This is gonna be it for today. If you guys haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do upload a video. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. Y'all have a good day. We will see you next time.